Now, wait a minute, Lucy. Now, do you expect me to believe it was totally Alex's idea to buy a chocolate torte and rendezvous at your house for a late-night snack?
Well, the chocolate torte I could have done without, but the rendezvous, yeah.
That rascal here, I thought he was a nice guy.
Oh, now I can assure you he is that.
Oh, sure, some nice guy. You've spent an arm and a leg to get a facelift, and now he's trying to destroy your figure with a chocolate torte.
Pardon me, Oh, I am sorry. I did not know that you were with someone.
Oh, that's quite all right. How can I help you?
Dr. Phillips, I'm Preston Carpenter. Vaughn Sumner set up this appointment.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I have a proposition to present to you that I hope you'll find interesting, because I think you're the only man can help me with it.
You can't give in now.
Tina, this whole idea of yours never set right for me from the very beginning.
How do you think it's gonna set with Courtney when she finds out you gave in at the last minute?
I'm not giving in. I'm just saying that your tactic...
Now Mr. Webster told us not to use that word, remember?
All right. Then your strategy. I'm saying it's not wise to pursue it, especially now that they want to make you a witness.
Vaughn, you're gonna look like a fool in Courtney's eyes if you give in now. Look, just play it cool and the bluff will work. Here, I'll show you how. Play little cards here. Tina's the name, bluffing's the game.
Come on, what is this?
Okay, 5 and a 7. That makes 12. Now, that's right in the middle of any 2-card combination. Now, take the deck, deal me 2 cards. Go on.
Tina, I don't see where this is
Come on, I'll show you how we're gonna win this thing.
I really don't think you're gonna do that.
Very interesting. Now, the game is the 2 cards in my hand higher or lower than your 2.
How do I know?
That's just it. You don't know. You gotta figure it out. I say they're higher.
Oh, come on. What, am I supposed to figure out whether you're lying or not?
That's it. You got it. And just to make it a little more interesting, if you're right, we'll drop this whole thing. If you're wrong, we go through with the plan.
Oh, no, this is stupid.
If you want Courtney in line, Vaughn, it's not stupid. Come on, I'll show you how to hang to the end. Now, I say my cards are higher. Am I lying or not?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Come on, Sumner.
All right, I say you're lying.
Nope. King and a 6. You lose. We got through with the plan.
Oh, come on, that's ridiculous. There was a 50-50 chance. Besides, which would the cards prove?
Come on, it proves you don't have to put up with Courtney's little all-American Lover of the Year claims. Listen, you stick this thing out and you're gonna find out what kind of stuff she's really made of.
Yes, but it's not all Courtney's fault.
Always defending her, aren't you? You know, that's where she's got you. You know, the trouble with you is that you're always falling for her little ploys. You know, you did the same thing with Peter. God, what a fool she made out of you then.
Peter? And what do you know about Courtney and Peter that I don't?
You're just leaving, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I was just gonna go see Dave, but what's up?
Well, I just wanted to bring by this information that you asked for on rape victims.
Oh, yeah. Harold had some information.
Yeah, he defended a rape victim once, and he collected a bunch of research articles and data and all this stuff and put it together, and it's pretty disgusting. You really won't enjoy reading it.
Well, if ultimately it helps somebody. Thanks, Babs. Come on, we better get going.
Oh, wait, Terry. So what is it?
What's what?
Well, this thing that you're involved with.
Oh, the Rape Crisis Center. Well, it's through Kingsley General, and Lester Lewis has appointed me its head.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. And I really think that this stuff is going to enable me to help get these programs into effect. Thanks again.
Oh.
Well, better get going.
Wait a minute. How's Dave?
Dave?
Yeah. You know, the guy in the white lab coat and the $1 million smile that you're planning to marry?
Planning. Yeah, that's just what we were discussing last night.
Oh?
Yeah, we came to the point of almost not waiting until October.
Oh, well, that's great. That's fantastic. When's the new date?
There is no new date, not yet.
Oh. Ain't that just like a man? I tell you. Well, it's just like Harold anyway. You know, he called off our relationship because he got cold feet. And now I can't stand being in that office. Of course, I put up a good front, you know me, but inside I feel really cruddy. You know, I wish he'd just sort of walk over to me and put his arms around me and say, Babs, baby, let's knock off early and go out to dinner, you know?
He's just not at all interested?
Not interested. It's like he rolled over and played dead. I tell you, that guy's got some kind of a phobia or something about women.
You mean a fear of women?
Yeah, is there a technical term for that?
Yeah, it's called chicken.
That's it.
No, Babs, I think in a sense you should really be happy.
How is that?
Well, his not wanting to get involved with you is, I think, actually a sign that he loves you. And he doesn't want to hurt you by having a relationship in which he can't hold up his end of the bargain.
That sounds like a lot of psychological hooey to me.
No, it isn't. Babs, I've known Harold long enough to know that deep down, he really does love you. He's just not capable at this point of thinking that he can fall in love again because he sees himself as a two-time loser.
Well, he is a two-time loser, all right. You know, he was talking to one of his ex-wives on the phone just before he broke up with me.
Uh-huh. You see, there you go. That's my lesson for the day, and you can pay me later. I've got to run.
Oh, yeah, but, Terry, what should I do? I mean, if that's the case.
Well, just be helpful and patient.
Helpful.
Yeah, and love him the next time you get the opportunity. And if, for goodness sakes, if he's not going to take you out for dinner, you can come over here for dinner. I'll feed you.
You got a deal.
Okay, come on.
I'm an individual who likes to take advantage of opportunities when they present themselves, particularly if it can be constructive.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Well, you see, I have some property down on the riverfront that I want to develop. But in order to accomplish that task, I'm going to have to tear down the tenement houses that are there. You know the area I'm referring to?
Yes, I think I do. The ones between Morse Road and East Ocean View?
Yes, yes. Well, I also know that the area of Chesterfield has been pretty well ignored by the citizens of Kingsley. And I think I can help turn all of that around.
I take it nobody knows about this yet.
No, it is not knowledgeable to the public, is it?
I didn't think so. I'm usually the first one to get all the gossip in Chesterfield.
Oh, well, then I think you can appreciate when it is known that it could create a lot of unnecessary problems.
Yes, it certainly could. I've treated quite a few of the people down there, and despite their outward appearance, they're quite proud of their own little corner of the world.
Well, it's just that sense of community spirit that I have no desire to disrupt.
Well, I don't mean to throw a wet blanket on your plans, Mr. Carpenter, but how do you think you won't disrupt them if you plan on throwing people out of their homes?
Now, what if, in exchange for the homes, I were to provide some jobs? You know what the unemployment is down in that area.
Yeah, I certainly do.
All right. So what if I promise jobs for every able-bodied person that we displace?
And in the meantime?
Well, that's where you come in. See, Doctor, I want to set up a committee to help these people to relocate. And it has been suggested that you would be an excellent person for that committee.
Look, I don't know this for sure, but I do know that Courtney made an awful big point of getting the dorm room that night.
So what's so unusual about that?
summer quarter, a place to be alone. You got to work at not being alone around this place.
True. So why didn't she just stay at the King's Arms? What did she need your room for?
Well, she said she wanted to study. And I offered to help, but she, how can I say it? She insisted that I not be anywhere around. As a matter of fact, she made it pretty obvious that she didn't want me or anybody else hanging around.
So what are you trying to say? That Courtney lured Peter here that night?
Vaughn, I don't think we should talk about this anymore.
Tina, come on. I need to know the truth.
I think Courtney made the advances.
Courtney made the advances?
Yes, and when Peter didn't respond, she came running to you with her story.
Why me? How'd I get picked for this honor?
Vaughn Sumner recommended you. He's my partner in Comtrans Express. Spoke very highly of you.
Oh, and his word's enough?
No, no. But you and the clinic have a very strong reputation with the people in Kingsley for the work that you've done for the underprivileged in the area. And that does say a lot about you.
Yes, well, but that doesn't qualify me for the committee.
Well, frankly, we feel that your appeal to the citizens of Chesterfield will go a long way to convincing them that we are on the up and up. I mean, after all that you have done for them, they will be susceptible to accepting your word about the welfare of their community.
Well, I really can't give you an answer right now, Mr. Carpenter, but I'll consider it and let you know.
Fine, fine. That's all I ask.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, one other thing.
Yeah?
Does your brother have anything to do with this?
Charles, no, absolutely nothing. There's a very large gulf between us. He has nothing to do with this project.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right, Mrs. Davidson. I was just leaving. Thank you. Excuse me. Oh, look. Why don't you come to the first committee meeting? It's one day next week. I'll give you notice. You don't have to make any commitment. Just come, see what we're all about.
All right, fine. That might be a good idea.
Fine, fine. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Mrs. Davidson, doctor?
Can you see? Why do you think Courtney's so worried about her womanhood right now? Peter's rejected her. We're saying that she's responsible for your impotence. That's why you've got to continue this tack. That's the only thing we've really got to get her.
All this time, Peter was right. Whew.
Look, Vaughn, hearing's not tomorrow or anything, so why don't you just relax and take it easy and let Courtney stew in her own mess a while before you decide to hightail it and run. I'm doing this for you, you know.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
It's nothing. Saved my life, remember?
Yeah, from an ink blot.
Yeah, an ink blot you thought was a real bullet. Hang on a second. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
All set? How's your foot? You ready to take me on?
Oh, I don't know. I think I should give it a couple more days, really.
Yeah, I think you should, too.
You two have met, right?
Yeah. How you doing, Vaughn?
Hi.
Good to see you.
Well, Tina, I'll be going now. I'll give you a call.
Okay. Remember what I said, okay? Look, I know. I think I'll come and watch you play.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I'll study that overhead slam of yours so that the next time we have a tennis match, I'll really be able to psych you out.
Oh, you really think so, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You and Vaughn got something going?
Oh, no, not right now.
Not right now. But in the future, maybe you will?
No, I don't think so.
Why don't I believe you?
You know, something's eating at me.
What's that, Harold?
I don't know. It's the way Vaughn and Tina were acting this morning. Have you got their file?
You know, you really shouldn't do that.
I shouldn't do what?
Stick that file away in there like that, because then when you go to look for it later, you won't be able to find it.
Right. I'll be very careful about that in the future.
Like Vaughn and Tina's file? I'll bet you don't know where that is either, do you?
As a matter of fact, you're right. I don't know where it is.
Well, it just so happens that I saw you stick it in your upper right-hand drawer as they left the office today.
You're right. There it is. I don't know what I'd do without... Thank you.
Just trying to be patient and helpful.
There's something about the way they were behaving. Kind of a vague uncertainness about what they were saying.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
You do?
Well, sure.
Well, why didn't you say something earlier?
Well, don't you have to be the one to figure these things out?
Right. Dave Phillips gave Vaughn a good recommendation. I don't know, though. I think I want to talk to him again. Dig a little deeper this time. Set up something for later this week, will you? Maybe Thursday afternoon would be good.
Oh, no. You can't do it Thursday.
Why not?
Well, because you're seeing Jack Crenshaw's clients then, remember?
They can wait.
Are you sure you want to do that to Jack?
Hey, hold on just a second now here. What has gotten into you?
Me? What could possibly have gotten into me?
You're acting kind of weird, like you've been reading those women's magazines again.
I'm just trying to be helpful and patient, that's all.
Well, would you just go back to being your regular self? You're driving me crazy.
Right, Harold. Anything you say. Thursday it is. Patient and kind.
See, it's not enough I gotta worry about Dan Myers. Now I gotta worry about Vaughn Sumner, too. At least I think I do.
Come on in, door's open.
Well, I didn't know you'd be here, Preston.
This is where I live.
I just thought you might be out putting together your grandiose scheme to run the underprivileged out of Chesterfield.
My, I didn't know you had a heart for the underprivileged.
Well, now you know. I guess you can imagine I'm not here to discuss your business dealings. Is Courtney here?
No, she isn't.
You know, Preston, I really don't understand what you have against me. I mean, I'm practically the best thing that ever happened to Courtney.
Second only to smallpox.
That's very good. Just remember, if you would, that she is of age and she is my client. Come on. Preston, you know, you ought to be nicer to me. I mean, you're going to need a good attorney if this Chesterfield thing comes out in the open, or when it does. Yeah.
No, I'm forming a committee to take care of that.
Oh, a committee. Oh,
Yes.
well, what's this committee going to do? Have the slum dwellers come on over and live with them happily ever after?
The people of Chesterfield will be all right when Comtrans moves in.
Oh, now that doesn't sound like a committee to me. That sounds like the elect of God. Just who are these miracle workers, if I may know?
Well, one's Dave Phillips.
Oh, yeah, good old Dave Phillips, the man with the golden stethoscope. Huh? Well, at least you'll have the bleeding hearts on your side. Who else have you got?
Well, hopefully, Congressman Lee Crothers.
Lee Carruthers and Dave Phillips?
Yes, it should be an interesting group.
Oh, yeah, interesting is hardly the word.
Vaughn is a married man. The last thing I want to do is fool around with a married man.
He's not that married.
What do you mean?
This annulment business. I mean, everybody knows it's a foregone conclusion that he and Courtney are over.
And what makes you the expert?
Call it an educated guess.
Well, this annulment business is of no concern to me.
It's none of my business either. So, you ready to go?
Yeah. Oh, as a matter of fact, my only interest right now are how to find an old final for my French class, which bars have ladies' night specials, and how I am going to beat you once this ankle of mine heals. Now, come on, Vaughn, before we lose court time.
Have you had these committee people together yet?
No.
So Lee Carruthers and Dave Phillips haven't met.
Why do you ask?
Well, I don't know. I just, never mind. It's, Oh, by the way, if you wouldn't mind, would you please tell Courtney when you see her that I was looking for her?
Oh. No, I won't.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, good luck with your first committee meeting. You know, you might want to have the press there.
No, people are gonna find out soon enough.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will.
Friday on Another Life, Ben goes on the defensive.
I don't want to talk to Gene or anyone else for that matter. And I don't want anything to do with the Chronicle or your husband.
And Dan tries to verify Vaughn's story.
Now, you are interested in the truth, aren't you, Dr. Phillips?
Yes, of course I am.
Well, then you are a key individual who could help the truth be known in this case.
Watch Another Life